Don't miss our unboxing and build of the T-47 Airspeeder.
Spiking bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer, and man, I cannot get enough of the Star Wars Legions. Grew up with this stuff. It's terrific. The game is awesome. The miniatures are so fresh, and this is the very last unboxing I have for you. I know. I'm very sad too. But hopefully, Wave 2 this summer, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll see some at Gen Con. I don't know. But this is exciting. I saved what might be the best for last. $29.95 expansion from FFG available on launch with 7 other expansions. I think one of them's the dice. I haven't figured out what all 8 are quite yet, but I'm sure we will hear more from FFG on that. All right, let's unbox it and see what it's all about. And there she is. Small box, not quite as big as some of the other sets out there. Here you can see it's going to come with 1 plastic miniature, unit card, 5 upgrade cards, 10 assorted tokens, and 1 rule sheet, as well as looks like a flying stand. This is a repulsor vehicle, so I would imagine it's not a ground vehicle, and it comes with a tray. That's cool. Those are very unique to this set of... Oh, this is very similar to the Epic Play ships from FFG. Okay, cool. And you got the pack of tokens, and there it is. So it looks like you can also put it back in, at least into here, for some sort of protection of the miniature. Oh, and a few bits. Looks like your blaster and your ailerons or wing fairing thingamabobbers there, and the different tow hooks and such. And there's all the components laid out. Well, I lied, except for the flight stand, which looks to be clear acrylic and is going to lock in underneath of the model. So you got your upgrade cards, your unit card, your tokens, aim, dodge, wound tokens, your order token, and your vehicle damage token, which are uniform all the way across the board. Then you've got the speeder itself, which seems to be, at cursory look, a little small. I don't know. I guess maybe my scale is just off from the movies. After seeing a Scout Walker and seeing how big that is, instructions, same base as the Scout Walker, 100 mil round, and then it looks like, yep, the blasters and things like that. The tow hooks, you have different tow hooks, and the little ailerons, or I guess the things so it maneuvers and can turn right and left and provide lift here. So yep, ground buzzer and a power harpoon. Looks like it goes together pretty easily, so I'm okay with that. Let's take a look at the upgrade cards first. So here we go. We've seen some of these already. Ooh, it comes with wedge. Nice. So we've got long range comm link, comms jammer. We've seen those already. Ground buzzer. Looks like a hardpoint weapon. Fixed rear, so it's going to go buy stuff. Its movement is 3, okay, no compulsory. Does it have compulsory? It doesn't have compulsory. All right, it's always going to get cover 1. It's got 3 upgrade slots right there. Okay, that's cool. Fixed front, impact 3, 3 red, 3 black, and it has arsenal, so it can, if you upgrade it, it can fire 2 of its weapons. Each mini in this unit can use up to 2 of its weapons. Okay, so that gets around the normal split fire rules in the advanced section of the rulebook. The power harpoon is impact 1, fixed rear, and after a vehicle is wounded by attack, you may pivot that vehicle, so you can turn it around and kind of screw up its movement, I would imagine, because remember, you can only back up 1 maneuver template, so that would mess with a few things, like maybe the Scout Walker. Wedge Antilles looks like he can go in repulsor vehicles only, gets a free action. He can do a full pivot instead of just a 90 for an action. This is a free one, so you will have to exhaust the card for 5 points. He can just spin right around 360. That is incredible. So you can fly over, spin around, be outside of somebody's arc, and we all know that the Scout Walker has that weak point in the rear, so hey, that might just be worth it. 175 points plus upgrades for this card. Fixed front, we know what all those keywords do. Immune to blast and melee. You can't assault it. You cannot ignore cover to it. Oh, well, alright. Speeder 2. So it's going to go over most things. It has a surge of a block, 7 health, white defense die right there, and 5 until you start suffering damage on that. All right, let's take a look at the miniature itself. Overall, it doesn't look like there's too much to this little guy right here. So you just are going to want to glue this down. So this is the front, and you have the front arc in the right spot. That seems pretty self-explanatory right there. And it looks like these weapons kind of slot in here with a hemispherical kind of thing, so you don't mess up the way they go unless you put it in completely the port side instead of the starboard side. I think that looks to be right. I'll have to, this is supposed to be down. This looks to be right. This looks to be right. And this is underneath. This is right here. Yep. So I'm probably just going to glue all those down. I guess you could paint them a different color and then glue them down if you wanted. And you have your options for your ground buzzer or your tow cable, it looks like. So let's throw some glue on this and see how different it is. And there she is, all assembled and on her flight stand that separates. And then of course remember to always size it up and glue it so that your maneuver template can lock in the front there. But other than that, it's good to go. The only removable part is you can do the tow cable or the ground buzzer gun in the back right there. It is the same size base as the Scout Walker, but as you can see, the Scout Walker is, I mean, well, it's almost double the price, is a much bigger kit than the Airspeeder here. But I mean, if you think about it, I guess the scale is about right. It just seemed a little off at first, but now that I start seeing them next to each other, I'm like, well, all right, maybe the scale isn't that far off, I suppose. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some reference images just to see how much different it is. But here's some other models that you might know from Warhammer 40k, just to give you an idea of how big they are next to each other. And the little Scout Sentinel as well on a 60mm base, just to give you an idea there exactly how big it is. And well, this is an Imperial Knight. It doesn't quite get up too high on it, but it is still an impressive kit. Very cool design, very cleanly executed, and I think it's pretty well done as far as construction goes. Isn't too posable, but that's okay. It's still gonna look great on the tabletop. So that is it for our unboxing videos of the Star Wars Legion stuff. Until we get a new wave, that is going to be it. But make sure you hit up all our tutorials here on the channel. We have a ton of how to paint and how to paint showcases where I explain to you how I painted, because well, we were kind of in a hurry to get all of the models painted, and we may do some like how to paint lightsaber, how to paint cockpit type deals as well. Everything using the normal paint pots and brushes for you folks out there that are just starting out on your hobby journey. We're going to help you keep those hobby muscles strong. So that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our future Star Wars Legion videos.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.